Okay, I don't normally do breakdown videos, but I woke up early today, and the person I'm about to talk to is not awake yet, so I had nothing better to do. I'm gonna break down the new Kefla and the new Frost. I'm not a huge fan of Kefla's art, I'll be honest. And then just a side note, I'll be doing summoning videos later, but I only have 7,000 CC, so I need to grind an actual amount of CC before I do anything. So, before we look into stats, I will check out the animations, because those are easier to judge on. Stats are kind of like subjective, you never necessarily know how they'll actually go. Is this an AoE? It is not, okay. Oh, but it gives you an ultimate. Okay, well. We get to see how this looks. Tough. I assume it's the spiral cannons. I don't know what it's actually called, but the red and yellow spiral. Okay, the gauge chart is relatively fast, and then it switches types. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a way to make the gauge releasing go a little bit faster. I think you just kind of have to wait that one out. But it looks like it lasts about a combo long. And it's gone, and then you can go back to, okay, that is actually, that feels like very good timing. It is. And this, I saw something on social media about that blast card. I think it's whenever you're down, you restore health. Not sure how much though. But I think it's cool that they're adding more of that. Like actually playing with the dynamic area battle. Okay. Now we'll see what the LF looks like. Let me clear my throat real quick. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought the LF would beat this attack out. Okay, that's tough. That's tough. I'm not a huge Kefla fan, and I definitely don't like this art, but it's good that they're buffing Universe Rep, because it's kind of hilarious. They released at the very beginning of the anniversary, and they're already But it's funny, they at the same time buff Frieza again. I'm assuming Frost helps Frieza out. It would only make sense. Okay, so he just got his blast animation. Okay, that's something. Really good to see his blue, and then right after it, his ult. Okay. Nothing insane, but let's see what the ult looks like. Okay, he's a 1% sparking for sure. He has animations. Okay, we'll go to display maximum stats. Okay, she's a melee type, green. Wow, that is a lot of strike attack. Wow, that's actually really high. Then we'll look at the cards. 10% whenever you're on a low area. That's kind of crazy. And then the strike is, I feel like that's pretty standard. The arts cards. Okay. On activation, special move damage 30%. Okay. Cancel. Okay. Then on hit, destroy 3 enemy cards and a 30% chance to inflict fate. I feel like that's really high for something you don't even have to build up to. Like Super Saiyan Goku's, you have to spend a ton of time building up to 30%. It goes like 5% at a time. I wonder how good that is in use, like in actual situations. It seems amazing. Awesome all-out superpower, draw 1 card, yeah. Destroy 1 card, then draw an ultimate card. Okay. Health plus 10%. Okay. Key plus 50, yeah. I mean, the main focus of this is that it's drawing an ultimate card, right? The first time, anyway. Draw speed plus 1, okay. And then the next strike or blast arch does 50% more damage. That's cool. Seems like a solid green. Penetrate endurance. Okay, that's helpful. Ally special move and awaken damage. Oh, plus 20% uncancelable, so that just lasts forever. And then if enemy character is Goku, then it does 20% more ultimate damage. That makes sense. And nullify element disadvantage. So you'd have to be against a purple Goku for that to really matter. Oh, this is blast armor, by the way. You'd have to be against a purple Goku for it to matter, which I don't necessarily think we have. Yeah, I don't think there's IT Goku, but he's not very good. No one's using it right now because he can get like one tap by a Ultra Super Saiyan Goku strike card, so it's not exactly meta relevant. And main ability, draw ult, health 30. Oh, unique gauge 100%. Ult damage 30. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So limited the ability. Increase the following sets of allies when this. Oh, all allies, cool. Oh, this is what I was interested in. What is she buffing more? Because Fusion Warrior really needs it, but Universe Rep could definitely use it. If Universe Rep, Fusion Warrior, or Saiyan, 38%, that's pretty good. And then an extra 18 to blast attack for Universe Rep, so that's weird. She's more catered towards Universe Rep. I didn't expect that. After Vegito, I really thought they were going like Fusion Warrior path. They did a whole anniversary without him. Fusion Warrior is really not crazy right now. They only have Vegito, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, starter ability. Damage plus 270, damage guard 180. That's like beginning of the anniversary numbers. I think the Ultras have a lot more damage guard than that. Key recovery, draw speed, okay. Strike, blast, and special moves cost minus 10. Gradually restore health. Ally Universe Rep. Damage guard plus 15%. Okay. All uncancelable, that makes sense. 15% damage guard for Universe Rep. That's actually helpful if you run him next to UI Goku. Because he struggles against Frieza, obviously. He needs that defense. On enemy character, draw one card. Okay. Yeah, this feels pretty standard. Whoa. Oops. On strike and blast arts use? Okay, 3% for every time you use a strike or blast arts card. So that's before you take into account the extra 10% whenever you're low on that one card. Damage 10%. Okay, so she's stacking. And that doesn't have a limit, so... Okay, that's cool. Vanish gauge plus 10% every time you use. That's cool. Nullify special cover changes for 5 counts. One time. Activations reset on switch. Okay. Yeah. On Vanishing Step, key 20. Cool. Vanishing Gauge plus 70. Okay. That seems like a lot, but I think that's lower than you might think. I'm pretty sure you get 20% whenever you dodge. So like 80% is equivalent to 100%, so there's a big difference between where it's at right now and what characters like... what's a good example? I don't know. Characters who you dodge and you immediately have your gauge full, this is not that. There's a big difference between 70 and 80. 3 times though. Ally subcount minus 1. I mean that's helpful, that's not crazy. Every 15 timer counts when not defeated. Damage plus 15. Yeah. Unique gauge, charge rate. Oh. Okay. I wonder if it affects how fast it goes down too. Like after you fill it up and it switches types. When hit by enemy card, destroys one enemy. Okay, that's cool. Enemy key minus 30. All enemy blast arts power is minus 15. Okay. And if unique gauge is release type. So I think that's the second phase. Because the first one's called charge type. I'm fairly certain of that. So I think release type is the second phase. Unique gauge plus 30. Oh, so this makes it... If it's unique gauge plus 30, this makes it harder to get back to the charge type. I would have thought you'd want to go like charge release, charge release, charge release as fast as you could. So that's actually slowing it down here. Okay, health plus 30. Unique gauge plus 50. Yeah. When not defeated, enemy activates. Okay, cool. Special cover change, strike, and combo on a special move. Cool. Unique gauge, starts as charge type, goes to release type. Okay, that's what I was saying. When unique gauge becomes full, switch to release type, draw one card if hand is 3 or fewer, key plus 30, nullify special. Okay, that's cool. Remove cards, slot, seal. While release type, damage plus 40, uncancelable, damage guard plus 20, crit rate 30, protect hand. That's helpful. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. You kind of want to switch back and forth between the two. I think, anyway. When unique gauge reaches 0, switch to charge type. Charges according to key. I like those because it rewards you for charge typing. I don't know, maybe you just want to spend time in release type, I'm not sure. I think you want to keep switching to get nullify special cover change over and over again. More key, draw another hand, I don't know. Okay, this is just... yeah, okay. We'll go to Frost to see how good this guy is. Max stats. Nothing special there. I don't necessarily know if his stats are that crazy. He's a melee type, so he goes with Kefla better than Frieza, because he's ranged. So that's something. Those stats aren't necessarily crazy though. Let's look at his arts. Okay, blast armor on his strike. You can teach this. Special move damage 20 for 3 counts against Saiyan. Plus 20. That's really helpful. Because, I mean, the whole meta is Saiyans except Frieza. And it's kind of like that most of the time. On hit, enemy Dragon Balls, -1, 2 times. Okay. And it has blast armor. Health 15, key 50, damage plus 20. Okay, ally, lineage view, or universe rep, damage plus 20 for 20 counts. Non-stacking, yeah. I mean, that's still helpful. Then ultimate damage, plus 50% on activation. Against Saiyans, plus 30, so he's like an anti-Saiyan guy. Which, I mean, in the current meta, that's super helpful. Let's see, cancel. Yeah, okay, on hit, ally health plus 25%. Oh, okay, that's great. Ally sub counts -3. Okay, that's useful. Main ability, yeah, draw art. Yeah, that's pretty typical, I think. Oh, this guy just straight up buffs red. Any of Jewel, any of lineage of evil, holy. Universe rep or red, 35, yep. And an extra 18 strike attack for any of evil, yeah. Damage plus 270, damage guard 170. 170 is really not very high, but he is getting that buff from, well, it was high like a month and a half ago, but it's not that high in the current meta because there was aggressive power creep during the 7th anniversary. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it happened, so what can you do? But damage guard against Saiyan is helpful, so effectively I feel like in most matches you're getting 200. The only person you're not is Frieza, and a lot of times you're running him with Frieza, so that's not that crazy. And you get, if you're running him with Kefla, then that's 185, so that's, at least he definitely has ways to get higher. Key recovery, 100, yeah. Plus speed 1, passive count. Okay. Lineage of Evil and Universe Rep damage 35%. He might just be another support character, kind of like Krillin, where Krillin has Goku and Frieza next to him. This guy might have UI Goku and Kefla, or Kefla and Frieza. I mean, that's double green though, so it's not that crazy. There's no purple character to threaten them though, so I don't know. But he seems like it might be a Krillin guy because his stats are kind of low. I don't know how well he's fending for himself necessarily. I think he'll fend for himself better than Krillin because it's hard not to. That guy's not too crazy. On entry, key 30. Yeah, Krillin doesn't even get key on entry, so destroy one enemy card. All enemy card cost is plus 10 for Striking Blast. 90 tower counts of a lapse. Critical rate plus 40. Nullify special cover change. Okay. Wait, also before 90. So is there an after? Also, okay, if 90. Okay, cool. Oops. On enemy attack Saiyan character. Confrontation, draw 1 card. If it is, okay, cool. Damage plus 20. So he's a big anti-Saiyan guy. He's a big aider there. Nullify abnormal conditions up to 2 times. 3 times. What is up to 2 times, 3 times mean? What? Okay, whatever. Ally, Lineage of Evil, or Universe Rep. Damage against Saiyan. Yep, that makes sense. And then after, it's Ki plus 30, Ally Health plus 10. Okay, so it's just different. Okay, when defeated, Ally Health. Okay, so he is kind of like Krillin. When defeated, Ally Health plus 20, destroy entire enemy hand. Enemy Ki minus 100. All enemy draw speed minus 1, and all enemy sub counts plus 5. Special cover change. Okay, it's another strike. Okay, wait. This guy might just be like a better Krillin, and he happens to be red. I was really hoping one of these characters would be purple, because obviously they've had a habit of ignoring the purple characters. This is the banner. Maybe for 1% sparking, that's not too bad. I think these are solid units. I wish I'd liked the Kefla art more, but I think as a unit, they're both solid. I'm looking forward to summoning for them and hopefully getting to play with them, but with the crystals I have right now, since I didn't have my phone for like a week because it broke, not too sure I'll be able to play with these guys, but we'll see. That's all for now. See ya.